Hey y'all, I'm here with another video. So I literally just realized right before I hit record that I'm wearing a Beyonce shirt. So this is gonna be very interesting. Okay, so the last video I did on Jay-Z and the whole deal with the NFL and all of that other stuff, and I did say at that time that I was gonna reserve. I'm sorry, y'all. This one piece of hair just keeps sticking up. It's pissing me off. Okay. I did say that I would reserve my judgment and criticism, stuff like that, till I actually seen more about the deal, because we didn't get much. All we got was, oh, I mean, to be quite honest, it made it seem like y'all was just going to really worry about like the Super Bowl and him throwing like events and concerts, and we didn't really get much else. I mean, it's been like about a week or two now since that has happened. I think maybe like almost 2 weeks now. We still haven't gotten anything else. And okay, let me say this. I do not watch the NFL, period. Like, even before all of this and stuff like that, I was never into football. I'm a basketball girl. I will watch basketball all fucking day. That's why I'm pissed because the season is over. So everybody gearing up for the NFL. I don't give a fuck. I've never cared for the NFL. That's just in general, not like just the NFL, but I've never cared for the game of football. It's not my thing. I'll come around during the Super Bowl to see who's performing. Maybe depending on what team is there, I might pay attention. Outside of that, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. All right. So anyway, okay, so I just want to come here with a quick, there's been some updates since the first video that I did, and I just want to touch on those few things. Also, I have had the opportunity to listen to many different people's like perspective when it comes to this, and I'm talking about people who are for, people who are against it, people who are in the middle, and I have some things to say. So let's start off here. Okay, so one of the main things that was like controversial when this came out is the fact that it was said by Funk Flex that Jermaine Dupri, got the exact same deal from the NFL, but then Jay-Z called him and told him to turn it down. So Jermaine Dupri ended up coming out and he did an interview with him and Brian Michael. I love Brian Michael Cox. He is such an icon. It's not even funny. Like, he's a legend. I love him so much. Brian Michael Cox, because he was on his podcast or show and he said the same thing. So I think Big Tigger, he had JD and he had Brian Michael Cox on there. Now I'm not going to lie, because I just watched my bitch Lovely T. Shout out to Lovely T. I love your videos. And I didn't see the clip of Brian Michael Cox. I only watched the JD part like when it first happened, because I didn't really like. I mean, Brian Michael Cox said it, but whatever. But anyway, in the interview that he did with Tigger, it did really come off like Lovely T said, like he was backpedaling and pussy popping, like something serious. It just made it. It seemed like somebody had said something to him, like, you better go and fix what you say. You better go and fix it, and that's kind of what he was trying to do. JD, on the other hand, it was a little bit confusing. Okay, because JD said that, well, I did talk to Jay, but that's because me and Jay's cool. Everybody know that me and Jay's cool. And he pretty much was like, well, you know what side of the fence I'm on with this, that, and the third. And JD said the real reason why he didn't really go any further as much as he did is because he talked to people in the community, and people in the community was not here for it. He also said, though, that like he believed that we should have, which Lovely T brought this up, that we should have a seat at the table. But at the same time, when he was the president of the Grammy nomination thing, he couldn't even get Janet Jackson like back into the good graces of people when the whole little titty thing happened. So I'm not gonna lie, I struggle a lot with the having a seat at the table versus making our own table, because I feel like, yes, in certain situations I do feel like we should be at the table, but in a lot of situations I feel like we should create our own table, because no matter how much we sit at the table, for instance, like JD said, he was the president, and your girlfriend, fuck the fact that that's your girlfriend, she is Janet fucking Jackson, and the fact that they still blackballed her the way that they did, that's what sometimes it makes me feel like it don't matter how much of a seat you have at the table, it's still going to be fuck you regardless. And I was just watching on Undisputed, I can't think of the guy who was up there with Shannon and Skip, but he said some real shit. He said, bruh, because I think Skip was like, well, at least he'll be in a room. Yeah, it's cool to be in a room, but don't ever think that you're going to be in an inner circle, because once you leave that room, you're not part. And that's the thing. I feel like, I don't know, but I would hope, let me say that I would hope that Jay-Z is smart enough to know that just because you got some type of partnership with them, that these white men is going to look at you any differently. They're really not. In all honesty, you are literally a prop for them. You are a, well, we're going to put him out here, you know what I mean, so that, you know, the blacks can leave us alone, and they love Jay-Z, so let's call Sean. And oh, and Sean has his own. You're literally a prop and a figurehead for the NFL. I'm not saying that's what he is doing, but what I'm saying for the NFL, that's exactly what he is. He's a prop and he's a figurehead, so that they don't have to talk about this whole Colin situation no more. They ain't gotta talk about it no more. But yeah, so JD came out pretty much saying like, oh, like, he didn't really say that to me. He didn't tell me not to do it. He just kind of like talked to me about it. I felt like JD was not being a 1010% at that time. I felt like he was trying to cover for his friend because his friend was already getting dragged through the mud. I think that JD probably really did feel some type of way, like, and I don't give a fuck what he says, okay? Because we all know that the powers be behind the scenes. You get that little tap on the shoulder, you better go in front of the camera and say what you need to say, okay? Because Jermaine Dupri's Jermaine Dupri, but Jay-Z is Jay-Z, and he got a whole, you know, situation behind him, okay? All right, cool. So that's what happened with JD. You know, he came out and some people believed him, some people did not. I'm one of the people, I feel like he was half telling the truth, in all honesty, okay? I have notes, that's why I'm looking down. Okay, then it also came out a couple days later, because a lot of people were saying when the deal came out, oh, well, this is Jay's footing into trying to own a team, and it leaked somewhere that he might have been part owner. The NFL came out blatantly, it's no, lies. He's not going to own anything. And I find it really funny. I'm just gonna say this. I find it funny that out of everything that everybody was talking about that happened with this deal, the one thing that the NFL did want to clarify is that he won't be owning anything. Again, just to let him know. Oh, no. He's not gonna sit at this table. Like, he could sit at that table, but this main table, he ain't gonna sit at. And we want to let y'all niggas know that. We want it to be very clear. He will not be sitting at this damn table. That table over there in entertainment, y'all shucking and y'all jiving, that's perfectly fine. But this fucking table right here, he ain't gonna never sit at this shit. And I just found it weird that out of everything that was said about that deal, we still didn't fucking get a lot of information more about what y'all gonna do on the social side, but y'all felt it best to come out and say, oh, no, he's not gonna own shit. And I don't know if it was just NFL or Rock Nation or both who came out and said that. I think it was sources close to the league that came out and said that. That should tell you enough right there on what the fuck they think about him. Nigga, let's make it clear. You owning? Oh no, that's not gonna happen. I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen in the future, but I just find it real interesting that they felt the need to point that out. So when I found out that he wasn't gonna really own anything, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit confused. I'm not gonna lie, Jay, I got confused because, again, it really do come off like, it comes off like you're a figurehead. People bring up the whole Barclays Center situation, and a lot of people don't want to use that, but I think that this is kind of similar. It's very similar. The only difference is that we're peeping through the bullshit way beforehand. Now let me say this, and I can actually really truly speak on this because when I go to New York a lot. Again, I'm from New York, so I go to New York all the time. And when I go to New York, I stay with my cousin. My cousin, she lives in Brooklyn. Anybody who's from Brooklyn, she lives on Dean Street. And anybody who know anything about Brooklyn or Dean Street, you know that Dean Street is maybe 2 or 3 blocks away from the Barclays Center. So I pretty much grew up in, well, not just in that area, but what I'm saying is that I've been around that area my entire life. So I've seen it change from what it was before to what it is now. And again, like I said, because I have a lot of family there and stuff like that, people, like, one of the last times, okay, when the Barclays Center was first made and stuff like that, and I had went out there, one of like my uncles was like driving me and my best friend around because my best friend had never been to New York, and he was telling her, like, and telling us, because I had forgot honestly, like, how many, like, that area has changed something serious. Like, one of the main problems that people had is that when the Barclays Center was coming in is that y'all are tearing down affordable homes and y'all are forcing these people to move the fuck out and to go somewhere else. And to them on the flip side is, and what most people say the flip side is, oh, well, I mean, yes, those people had to move, but then there's a lot of black people that got jobs, and that's fine, and that's dandy, and that's wonderful and everything like that. But I feel like y'all should have, and y'all still now should have, worked it into where those people, even if they did have to move and stuff like that, they didn't have to move too far. Or y'all could have been like, you know what, y'all gotta move, but guess what, everybody who's moving, you're gonna be offered a job right here at the Barclays Center. Just some type of trade-off, because for the longest time, mind you, this is before I was well versed into anything, I really did think that Jay-Z owned the Nets. I'm talking about, I thought he owned it, like he really did, like he owned the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, because that's how it was propped up. Come to find out, he owned less than 1% of the damn team, and then he ended up selling it. So the way that comes off is, like this situation is that you were used to get an agenda passed. They got that agenda passed. You got your bag. You said you did your job, and then you just left. And that's how it came off. That's exactly how it came off. And I ain't gonna lie, I was just in Brooklyn like what, last month, because I had to do some shit for Fashion Week or whatever. And I was just there. And again, like I said, when I go to New York, I stay with my cousin who lives right there in Brooklyn. And that neighborhood is white as fuck. What are you? It's very gentrified at this point. Like, if y'all was to compare like what that area looks like now versus to like the early 2000s and stuff like that, yes, a lot of it is a little bit better, like with the Atlantic Mall and stuff like that. But I can definitely understand why people felt some type of way, because Jay, you in that situation, I don't know with the NFL, but with the Barclays situation, you were definitely used as a fucking figurehead. And it's sad because it kind of feels like you knew that, because you sold your percentage not that much longer after everything got up and running. And that has always been some shady shit to me. So this whole NFL thing, it's ringing off very, very, very fucking familiar. Very much so. And what we're not gonna do any the fuck more is keep fucking using these black celebrities and shit to try to pacify the fucking black audience. I'll be damned. I'm not fucking stupid. I love Jay-Z, but Jay-Z do not fucking speak for me. I love Beyonce, but Beyonce does not fucking speak for me. I'm a grown ass fucking woman with a mind who can think for my fucking self. And a whole lot of other black people in America can do the same fucking thing. Don't ever get it twisted that thing just because we go up for these people and we stand that y'all gonna be able to use them to fuck us over. Guess what? We are past that. We see through the bullshit at this point. So y'all gonna have to come up with another angle. Okay, all right, that's that on that. Okay, then, okay, I want to leave Dame Dash for last. I do. I want to get on to the point of people talking about the fact that Cap, that what Jay-Z is doing is not that much different than what Cap did, because, oh, Cap got his money and he just left it. He didn't say anything. I get it from, I can get it. I can get how people look at it. But the way that I kind of look at the whole situation with Cap is this. To me, the way I look at it is like Cap got his unemployment check. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, because I got laid off earlier this year, and you know, once you get laid off and stuff like that, because the company is downsizing, then eventually they're gonna have to pay you off because you should have never been fired in the first place. That's how I looked at like the check that he got. To me, that was unemployment. Y'all know y'all wasn't supposed to fire me. Y'all know why y'all wasn't supposed to fire me. Everybody know y'all wasn't supposed to fucking fire me. So give me my fucking check. So I get, so that's how I always looked at it. It never really bothered me that Cap took a check, because y'all took his career from him, so pay him, give him his money. I do, however, understand people who say, well, clearly he signed the NDA. Yeah, that it's clear as day at this point that he signed NDA and that he can't say certain things because he's not even talking no more. I mean, he wasn't talking before, but he's definitely not talking now when he should be. And I understand people saying that instead of doing all of that, you should have like really took NFL to task, and you should have had them, you should have dragged them through the public court and stuff like that. But and I get that. I get that. But my thing is, why do we need them to go to court to show that they're racist? We know that already. I personally don't need Kaepernick to drag them through the mud as far as a public trial and all this other stuff for me to know that they're racist. That's clear as day. I don't need nothing else for me to prove that. But that is just me. I can understand how other people feel. But me personally, I don't think that there was much. Okay, so let's say he would have went to trial and all of this shit would have got pulled out. Who, in my opinion, that's to convince white America. Cause bitch, I know better. I already know I know what shit's hitting for. So I don't need the NFL. I don't need Cap to go through a whole trial of a rigmarole. I don't care about any of that, because we already know where they stand. That has been obvious from day one. But again, I can understand why people feel that way. I get it, because it can to some people come off like you just took the bag and you just left. I get that. Boom. I get it, y'all. I get it. Also, seeing how I have her on my shirt, I want to talk about Beyonce really, really fast. I know people have been low-key trying to drag Beyonce for the situation and stuff like that, but this is how I look at it. I don't know, this could be me being a stand, maybe. I don't give a fuck, but this is my opinion. I didn't see her standing with him. You know, Beyonce and Jay-Z have done they have done a lot of work as far as social justice is concerned. They've helped build people out, you know, protesters, Black Lives Matter. They've given a lot of money, but this is one deal that I did not see her standing next to him with. I don't know why. Maybe because it has to do with Rock Nation. Maybe it's because she's smart enough to know that this shit would not blow over well. So until I see Beyonce front and center standing next to Roger Goodell, I don't really have much to say to her. Because clearly he don't make her aware of she don't agree with all of his decisions. Just listen to Lemonade. Best to believe she freaking don't. Okay? And and the reason I'm not gonna, yes, that's her husband, but at the same time, stop holding women to what the fuck their damn man do, like, on certain things. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, just because, I don't know, like, just because my nigga like Naruto, that don't mean I gotta like Naruto. Bitch, I like Dragon Ball Z, and that's my damn fucking opinion. He could like whatever the fuck it is that he wanna fucking like. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Also, um yeah, and again, like I said, I feel like even if Beyonce really do believe, you know, is really, you know, with his whole deal and stuff like that, because that is her husband. Guess what? Beyonce is smart enough. She is smart enough, business wise and PR wise, to stand by this bullshit. Again, like I said, she is smart enough. Even if she do feel like that, that bitch is smart enough to not say that shit out loud. Oh, husband, you want to go out there and stand by them? Have fun, sis. But guess who won't be doing that? It sure won't be me. And yeah, we can go on the run, or we can go all types of tours. But when it comes to this, oh, you're on your own. Because I look at this situation with her the same way I look at it with like Chloe and Halle. Chloe and Halle did the national anthem, you know, for the Super Bowl earlier this year. Beyonce clearly was not here for the Super Bowl and stuff like that. But I didn't go off for it or judge her because of her artist doing that. Because to be quite honest, even though Chloe and Halle is signed to Parkwood, you don't really ever see Beyonce with them. Almost never. Like, they'll be at all her events, but you don't see her like propping them up or like being out there and like, you know, like the way the way Ross do for like Meek. Beyonce doesn't do that with Chloe and Halle. She really just let them like do whatever it is that they feel like they need to do. And I feel like she probably was like, I personally don't agree, but this is your career, this is your life. I'm just here to help facilitate it and give the cash behind it. But if y'all want to go out there and do that, go ahead and do that. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think it would have been messed up if Beyonce told her damn artist, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. Bitch, that's your motherfucking prerogative, okay? Y'all could hold Beyonce to the fire. That's perfectly fine. I ain't going to even doubt y'all. What I'm going to say is this. If Beyonce do come out and she do the Super Bowl again, I will have an issue at that point. But until I hear it come out of Beyonce's mouth, until I hear it come out of her mouth certain things that I personally would need to hear to cut her off, oh girl, she good in my book. Her husband is just on some shit right now. But guess what? Jay-Z has always been on some fucking shit. That gets me into Dame Dash. Dame Dash did an interview with No Jumper, and they asked him about the whole situation, and Dame pretty much just said, you know, I mean, the headline was that Dame said that Jay-Z ain't shit. Of course, that's going to be the fucking headline. Just like the fucking Star Brim podcast, the fucking thing is, oh, well, she wants to whoop Rod's ass. Y'all didn't, I swear, sometimes media be pissing me off because it's all sensationalized at the end of the day. I listened to the whole interview, like this whole Star Brim thing, her podcast, and I listened to the whole No Jumper interview. That was a part of what he fucking said. Yes, he said Jay-Z ain't shit, but what he also said in the beginning was that, why are we talking about something that we don't know about? He said the same thing I did. We don't have the details. I don't know. So I don't really have much to say about it. What Dan was talking about is more so from personal experience. And one thing I will say this. My damn pappy, my damn daddy, I'm talking about, put me on years ago. Like, granted, because when Rockefeller broke up, I was fairly young. I, of course, I knew about the whole thing because it was a big ass deal, but I didn't know like the ins and outs of why they really didn't. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I thought the reason why Rockefeller broke up is because Dame Dash did not like R. Kelly and they did the best of both worlds tour. That's what I thought. I thought it had something to do with that, but it did. Maybe it had something to do with that, which Dame did say in another interview. It had something to do with that, but it had a lot to do with a lot of other things. But one thing my daddy did tell me that was completely, that he felt like was messed up, and I didn't really get it when I was younger, but as I got older I understood, is the fact that Jay-Z refused to give Dame any part of the masters from Reasonable Doubt. Oh, and at the time I didn't get that. But now that I'm older and I know my history, in hindsight, hell, in forward sight, that was some fucked up shit. Now, if you want to do everything else going forward, I understand. But Reasonable Doubt was Jay-Z's first album, and it was an album that he did not do by himself. Dame helped put that album together. Biggs helped put, they all as a collective helped put that together. Even though Jay is the only one rapping, he's not the only one who put money behind it, and he's not the only person who helped push that shit to where it was. Dame did a lot of fucking legwork for that damn album, business wise, and the fact that to this day he doesn't get anything off of that, I think that's completely fucked up. And what Dame said, no lie, in that interview, is very true. He said he don't get shit from Rockefeller, but for some reason, y'all still want to fucking rep Rockefeller. And that is true. I've never understood how y'all broke up Rockefeller, right? So Rockefeller is no more a thing. But why is it that Jay can still use it though? Because Rockefeller was not just Jay's, it was Jay's, Dame's, and Biggs all together. So if Rockefeller is done, wouldn't Rockefeller be done? And if y'all are gonna do anything with it, why would Dame not be a part of it in any type of way? I do think that that's fucked up, because y'all are now, in my humble opinion, you're capitalizing off of a brand that y'all made together, not just a brand that you did by yourself, Jay. It was something that y'all collectively fucking did, from music to fashion to then some. And the fact that Dame, for the most part, is completely cut out of anything that has to do with Rockefeller, even though y'all was Rockefeller and then y'all broke up, it's just weird to me. I always felt like once Rockefeller was done, Jay should have came up with a whole new name. Like, you know how like Kanye got good music? I feel like Jay should have came up with something else. If your whole thing was, I'm not messing with Dame no more, and the Rockefeller thing is done. But I think it's very fucked up to be like, oh, well, we're done with Rockefeller business-wise, right? That we created this together, and it's done business-wise. But guess what? I'ma still say it, and I'ma still rep it, and I'ma still do whatever it is that I want to do, and I'ma still be giving out people chains, and I'ma be still throwing up the rock and stuff like that. But you can't get no type of play off of that. I do think that's fucked up. And I bring all of that up to say that there is a lot of things that Jay-Z has done that's not necessarily all the way, up to par. And Maul, I just finished watching the Joe Budden podcast, and again, what the fuck do I really expect from Maul? Because Maul is Biggs' younger brother. So I mean, what bad is he really going to say about Jay? And he going to swear on there. If anything, I could really say something bad about Jay, but you never fucking do. That's the thing. And it's not that anybody's asking you to say something bad about Jay. It's just about be honest, because this is how I knew he was like. He said, no, he said that Jay ain't shit, and that's just not true. Pause. To you, Maul. To you, that's not true. But you can't speak for everybody else, because you're not the only person who has had experiences with him. Many different people in this whole wide world has had experiences with Jay, and just because your experience with him was not that does not mean that wasn't somebody else's experience with him. You know what I'm saying? So I really want people to, the main point of this video is pretty much for me to say that yes, we do. I do give Jay-Z the benefit of the doubt, and a lot of us do. But at the same time, we do gotta pull back the layers and remember that Jay-Z, he's not all that perfect that we crack him up to be, and he has had a lot of stumbles and fuck ups, and that's fine, because we're all fucking human. But I think Dame, a lot of times, because of the way that Dame he expresses himself, a lot of times it comes across as he's very bitter, which he probably still is very bitter, but it's rightfully so. I don't think that Dame is just upset just to be upset. I don't give a fuck if it happened 20 years ago. Yes, people like Maul and a lot of people like, oh, it happened 15, 20 years ago. That's fine. But when you're still capitalizing and making money off of some shit that we built together, and I'm not getting no cut from it, I'ma always fucking feel some type of way. The same way he ran up on Tyler Perry, nigga, give me my fucking money. So I say all that to fucking say, Jay, my patience is wearing thin when it comes to this whole thing, and I put that on everything I love. If this deal is simply, and I only fucking see nothing come from this deal other than some fucking performances, I swear on everything I love, I will really be fucking done with Jay-Z. And that's everything, because at this point I'm getting older, and I really have less and less patience for bullshit, and I have less time to support people who don't support people that fucking look like me and is only here for their fucking pockets. Jay-Z, you got more than enough fucking money to try to turn around and do a fucking deal with the NFL. You could have did your own thing, just like I said. Ice Cube did the big three. Why you couldn't do your own thing? All right, I said what I said. This video is long enough. I'm out. Bye.